Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. So today we'll see a concept in computer networks. So the basic communication model, right? So here the communication model means the communication between two devices or two persons. So how it will be done? Okay, so in this particular computer networks, the name itself indicates, so all the multiple computers will be get connected through a network in order to share the resources. So here the sharing the resources means some sort of data transfer will be done from one system to another system. So here the data transfer between one system to another system, we call it as a communication, right? So if two persons were communicating each other, means attacking each other, so that we are calling it as a communication. But coming to the devices, so the data transfer between the devices, we call it as a communication. Now what is the basic communication model? So what are the elements? Okay, so basic communication model means data transfer from one device to another device. So this is most important, data transfer, right? So this data transfer will be done through a transmission medium, okay, through the transmission medium. And also there will be some protocols, some rules each device will be followed in order to receive or send the data. Okay, so now we'll see the uh, complete communication model, how the data transfer will be done. So let it be, this is a sender, okay, and this is a message, or simply we can draw the receiver and the message, okay, and this is a receiver, and so this is the message, and through which the message has been transferred from sender to receiver is a transmission medium. Transmission medium, okay, and sender and receiver will be following some rules, some set of rules, okay, and here also it follows some set of rules that we will be calling it as a protocols, okay. So the complete components of this communication model is, I'll write the components. So first one is a sender. So sender may be a computer or a mobile or anything else, a device, we can call it as a device. And receiver is also a device or a computer or any mobile, anything else. And the message, so here the message can be in any format, it can be in a text format, audio format, video format, or image format. Transmission medium, that means through which the data has been transferred from sender to receiver. So this can be guided and unguided. The transmission medium can be guided transmission or unguided transmission. So guided means it is a wired, so using some wires, this is a wireless. So the data can be transferred from one system to another system or one device to another device through the wired connection or wireless connection. So there are different categories of wired connections. So example, twisted pair, using the twisted pair cables or coaxial cables or optical fiber, etc. Right? So by using any one among these wired cables, the data will be transferred. And coming to the unguided, this is a wireless which will be in the form of radio waves, microwaves, and infrared. Okay, so through these channels, I mean through these transmission media, one among these things, the data will be transferred from sender to receiver. And the next one is the protocols. So the sender as well as the receiver will follow a few rules in order to send the data. That means how the data can be transmitted, or how, in which format the data can be transmitted. Okay, so these kind of rules will be followed in from both the sender and the receiver, and that we call it as a protocols. So if that communication between web pages means client and server, then the protocol is HTTP or HTTPS. Okay, and the second one, if we are sending some emails, then the protocol is SMTP protocol. So depend upon the data which we are transferring, the protocols may be different. Okay, but the protocol means a set of rules to be followed for the communication. Okay, so that will be done for both the sender and the receivers, because we are saying the sender and receivers are the devices. Okay, so this is the components: sender, receiver, message transmission, and the protocols. And some models will be also be having two more another component, that is a encoder and decoder. Encoder and decoder, so these are optional. So here the name itself indicates encoder and decoder, which will convert the data from one format to another format. Okay, so digital format to analog format. Example, I'm saying example. Okay, whatever the data we are giving, that will be in digital format, and that will be converted into analog format. So the conversion of the data format will be done with the help of these encoders and decoders. So encoder will be done during the sender side, and decoder will be done during the receiver side. Right, so this is the complete basic communication model. So in order to communicate between two devices, so these are the different components, and by using these components, the data will be transmitted from one device to another device. So it is mandatory to have all these 5 components, and these 2 are the optional components. Right, so let's stop here, and hope you understood the basic communication model in computer networks. And so if you really enjoyed the session, like my session, share my session with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.